Hello everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you have been here before. Today we are going to be doing a short and sweet what are their current thoughts about you. With that said, this is a general reading as always, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If it does not resonate with you, then it is not meant for you. We have pile 1 here with some type of agate, of which I am not sure. Pile 2 with the sodalite. And pile 3 with the amethyst. Hello, pile 1, my some kind of agate pile. Let's take a look at what your person's current thoughts are. We will do some tarot cards, maybe a couple oracle cards as well, just to come up with what their current thoughts are about you and about the connection that you share with them. Okay, what do we start out with? The 8 of Pentacles, Temperance, and we have the Page of Wands. So immediately what I feel like could be going on here between you and this person, we start out with the 8 of Pentacles. To me, that could immediately bring up that maybe we work with this person, although it does not have to be. It could be that we met them at work, we know them through work, we met them through our work friends, something like that. Although, yet again, it doesn't have to be. And school could be involved in that as well. You know, this could be somebody that we know through school or through our educational opportunities. I feel like, though, in the context of this connection, this person is really trying to, let's say, work on the connection in some way. They're either trying to work on their confidence in order to make some types of moves in regard to this connection. They might be trying to work on and heal the connection itself, especially if the two of you have a history together, because what I get from 8 of Pentacles and the Temperance card is that they know that they need to put in some type of work in order to bring the connection back into balance, per se. The Temperance card is a card that's indicative of balance. It's indicative of being in alignment. And in this case, it would be being in alignment with one another. Temperance will also bring up something like moderation. So to me, it's almost as though this person is trying to put in their time, effort, and energy in moderation, or that might be a plan that they have. And I feel like we see that sort of message a lot of somebody trying to, like, they're trying to show you that they're putting in their time, effort, and energy, but they're trying not to be too much too quickly. And I feel like that there is a strong possibility of that occurring here, especially because we have the Page of Wands here. The Page of Wands to me is somebody who's very flirtatious, very charismatic, somebody that likes to plan and do things with you. So in that case, again, just at a base level, we get this very strong message through the Page of Wands of this person trying to plan things with you, trying to see you, trying to take you on dates. If we're not even at that dating level yet, it's like this person's trying to be a part of your life. They're trying to insert themselves in your life in some way. And I feel like something that they might be trying to practice here is not doing way too much Page of Wands style, you know, like maybe not doing way too much, way too quick. And I feel like that's basically in an attempt to, you know, not seem too pushy or too forceful when it comes to this connection. It's almost like this person knows that they really like you. So they're trying to, it's not like they're holding themselves back in a negative way, like where they're never going to express themselves, or they're never going to ask you to do anything or ask you out, or they're not going to put in any time, effort, and energy. But it's almost like they really like you, you know, and I would say that like is definitely like this more so crushy type of idealistic type of feeling. And to me, when it comes to this person, as far as what their current thoughts are, it's kind of like, how do I show this person that I'm interested without doing way too much too quickly and kind of screwing things up in that way by being a little bit too, the word is escaping me. And the only word I could think of in its place is pushy. But there's another word to it for it as well, where it's like this person's trying not to, I guess, come on too strong, if that makes sense. Despite the feelings that they have, it's like they don't want to seem too, I have to stick with pushy because I can't think of the other word. It's on the tip of my tongue. But that's the thing here that I feel like is going on. This person really does like you. They want to get to know you more. And they know that they need to put in time, effort, and energy, but they're trying to do so in moderation, because I feel like with the attraction and the chemistry that exists between the two of you, and that this person feels in regard to this connection, they know, perhaps, maybe even, let's say, like in the past, they know that they've done way too much, way too quickly. And they don't want to it's almost like they don't want, it's like, again, they're not holding themselves back from doing anything, but it does seem like they are holding themselves back in a way, so far as to not kind of, I'm going to say, scare you off, you know? I hope that makes sense. And I feel like for people that are, let's say, more closely connected to where this is somebody that we've been with or we've dated, etc., this person's definitely trying to bring the connection back into balance. And I feel like what could be going on here is that maybe for a point in time, this person was not devoting their time, effort, and energy, because I do feel like there's a strong message here of this person knowing that there's certain things that they need to fix within this connection, that there's certain ways in which this connection needs to be brought into balance, and that's by them showing interest. It's almost like this person, you know, perhaps they had work responsibilities or some type of educational responsibility, and it seems as though they dropped off for a minute. You know, it's almost as though it's almost like they seem like they were pulling back themselves. You know, like, I do feel like there's a strong possibility here for some of us that this person that we're dealing with, for a period of time, we were kind of like, okay, I guess this isn't going anywhere because this person isn't really doing jack shit about the connection. And now your person's realizing, like, I've been way too focused on, let's say, work and school. I haven't been prioritizing my person, my partner, that the person who I was dating even. And now I really need to begin to show myself more. I need to begin to ask this person out. I need to put in way more of an effort than I have been. And I need to bring this, it's almost like this person's concept of this is like, I need to bring this connection back into balance by, like, bringing the fun back to it, the playfulness back into it, the chemistry back into it. And I feel like, again, that could be a strong indication that things have been very work or school focused. We've kind of, it's not like we lost touch with one another, but it's almost like we've lost that spark that we have with one another. And now this person knows that the way for the both of you to, let's say, get that spark back is that they really need to begin to contribute and put time, effort, and energy into the connection. You know, they need to, especially with that Page of Wands. The Page of Wands to me is like definitely a type of like planning type of card. Like, let's make plans. Let's do this together. Let's go here together. And I feel like your person's, you know, especially for those of us, again, that have been more closely connected with this person, to where it's definitely more than just like a crush that this person's having on you. I feel like this person's beginning to realize that the way for this connection to get back onto the right track is through them putting in time, effort, and energy, through them putting themselves out there, making plans, you know, asking you on certain dates that they know that you're going to like. Because I do feel like for a period of time, they weren't prioritizing you, or they weren't prioritizing the connection. Let's get a couple of oracle cards out here. We've got Clock, Need Time, Takes Time, In Time, Cycles, Time to Heal, Progress. I do feel like at the end of the day, when it comes to this connection, there is going to be progress made, because it's either this person trying not to come on too strong too fast, or it's this person who at some point had to prioritize other responsibilities that they have in their life and are now trying to restore balance to the connection through bringing the fun back into the relationship or into the connection. And I feel like, yes, for a period of time, this person needed time. And I feel like when it comes to this person, when it is more so of that crushy thing, they're actually trying to take their time. Because I feel like for some of us that are in these more so crushy types of connections, that first sort of message that we went over, It's almost like this person has definitely rushed things in the past and it has not worked out. And now this person's really trying to take their time with you, and they're trying to build this connection and build the foundation for this connection versus just rushing right into it, or rushing right into a relationship, or rushing right into something like physical intimacy. They're really trying to take their time here. And for others, it's like this person did maybe need to take some time away to focus on the other priorities that they have or the other responsibilities that they have in their life. But now they're looking to make forward movement, and they're looking to continue to make progress. And their way of going about that is through that fun, flirty Page of Wands, let's go out, let's have fun together type of attitude, I would say. We have engagement ring, and I feel like engagement ring is perfect to have here regardless of what side of the coin you're on when it comes to the two sort of messages that have been coming through here, where this person's wanting commitment with you. This person's looking to have that partnership with you. This person, at the end of the day, regardless of what side of the coin you are on, is really wanting to secure this relationship, if that makes sense. Okay, we have lightning. Lightning brings up sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. I'm looking more at that sudden change as well as that transformation. And I feel like the sudden change is definitely going to come about for those of us that are more closely connected to this person. And by closely connected, again, I mean that the two of you have been dating, that the two of you are in a relationship with one another, and you're just trying to figure out, what the heck's going on here, because it seems as though certain things have and not like the two of you have drifted apart, but it could have felt like this person was not prioritizing you. And I feel like there is going to be a sudden change on either side of the coin. Like you're going to see this person, especially for those of us that are, again, more closely connected, you're going to see this person really begin to put in their time, effort, and energy. And I feel like even for the others of us where it's more so of this crushy, fun little thing going on here, we're going to begin to see this person put in that time, effort, and energy to more so build the foundation of the connection, which could be something first of all, that is something that's going to lead to the transformation of this connection in a positive way. But I also feel like it's going to be something that for some of us, we're a little bit surprised by because we weren't really sure of this person's intentions. And now this person's going to be making it very clear to us that their intention is to be in a relationship with us, but that maybe they're not trying to rush anything, that they're trying to take their time and allow the connection to grow and to unfold at this more so natural pace. Let's get one more card out here to wrap this up. And we have the Dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. And I feel like with the Dragonfly, that be lighthearted is definitely something that has been going on here, especially for those of us that are in more so of these crushy types of connections, because I feel like this person and you are really just, it's like fun and flirtatious. It is very lighthearted to begin with, but now things are coming to light. Now the two of you are beginning to have feelings together, for one another rather. The two of you are beginning to share those feelings with one another, and the two of you are beginning to make positive movement forward together toward a more so committed romantic relationship. And I feel like when it comes to the other aspect of this person is literally trying to bring the fun back into the relationship, but I feel like that's not because the relationship itself is not fun or was not fun or that there'd been a lot of issues. What I do feel like, though, is that this person had to prioritize other things in their life, and there's been a lack of the two of you being able to have fun one another or go on dates with one another, etc. This person's mind at times has been elsewhere due to the other priorities that they have in their life, and I do feel like for the majority of us, we have been quite understanding of that because we are with this person or we've been with this person and we know and we see what they've been going through with whatever those other responsibilities are. But now it seems like things are clearing up. They want to fix things. They want to work on things. They want to bring this connection back into balance. And one of the ways to do so, or the main thing that they have in their mind right now, is to bring this connection back to being more lighthearted, to bring this connection back to the fun. So I do hope that that makes sense, my pile 1. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile 2, my Sodalite pile. Today we are going to be taking a look at what your person's current thoughts are about you and about the connection that you share with them. Let's see, pile 2, what is on your person's mind? What are they thinking about you and about the connection itself? Okay, oh, we have the Two of Swords falling to the floor, because why wouldn't it? The Strength card and the Nine of Cups. So to me, that Two of Swords here, especially to see the Strength card and the Nine of Cups, if I can acquire the Two of Swords from the floor with where I'm at right now. There we go. Okay, so we've got Two of Swords, Strength card, and the Nine of Cups. To me, the Two of Swords is mainly going to represent, or it's mainly going to bring up, that this person is like just straight up anxious, let's say, when it comes to this connection. The Two of Swords, it can also bring up a fair level of indecision or not really knowing what to do. But the Strength card next to it shows that this person knows that they need to build up their confidence. And that Nine of Cups would indicate that this person at a base level is sort of starting to feel like they have everything that they need in order to move this connection forward. So to me, this is almost like a progression here. This person not being too sure of what to do here, of this person being nervous or anxious about what they should do here. And I feel like for many of us that choose pile 2, things perhaps have not really been moving forward when it comes to this person, or things have been, let's say, fairly stuck and stagnant when it comes to this connection. I feel like the Two of Swords, at times it also brings up messages such as, let's say, denial or being blind to something, or turning a blind eye to something. Even the Strength card in and of itself, aside from representing things like inner strength and confidence, can also represent holding oneself back. And I feel like when it comes to this person and their feelings for you, they're definitely holding themselves back due to the fact that they don't know how it is that you feel about them. I would say that that's definitely a strong indication here because of the Two of Swords and the blindness and the denial messages that can come through with that Two of Swords. There's definitely an indication here for me that this person is quite unsure of what to do here, quite anxious or fearful about what it is that they should do here, and is holding themselves back from what it is that they know they should do here because they're unsure of how you feel about them. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense for your situation, pile 2, because that's the main thing that I feel like I'm picking up on here. I feel like pile 1 almost got like 2 readings in one because of the 2 different scenarios that came up there. But here for you guys, pile 2, I just feel like there's a strong indication of us and this person having feelings for one another, but neither one of us have really opened up to one another about those feelings. I feel like that Two of Swords leading into the Strength card. The Strength card is a card that can indicate emotional vulnerability. The Two of Swords is a card that indicates basically that we are keeping our mouth shut. Like we're not really doing anything or saying anything. Again, we're very fearful or anxious about doing so. And I feel like for some of us, that could be an indication that maybe we are friends with this person. And maybe we're happy with the way that our friendship is. I say that too because the Nine of Cups can indicate contentment and fulfillment. So at times this person might feel like they're risking messing up what is a very good friendship if they are to open up and express to you how it is that they are feeling. I ultimately feel like right now this person is thinking a lot more negatively or in this more so lack mindset, because it does seem to me like they're very much so stuck on what it is that they should do. And a huge part of that is coming from the Two of Swords. That they are feeling stuck. They're feeling too anxious to make positive movement forward. There's definitely great news here with the Strength card, because that is an indication, aside from holding themselves back, that they are building up their courage, that they're trying to build up their confidence and their self-worth. And I feel like part of that is too a personal struggle or a personal battle that this person has, that you might even be aware of if you know this person or are close with this person as friends. Because the Two of Swords to me, or that Two of Swords leading into the Strength, it could be that at times this person feels unworthy, or that this person can't see their own worth. So they might have a lot of insecurities. They might lack in confidence. And you might know this about them, again, if the two of you are close. You might know that they struggle when it comes to their confidence, and that it's difficult for them to make positive movement forward in, let's say, a decent amount of areas within their life because of that lack of confidence that they have. And I feel like for those of us, again, that are close to this person, we know, or we've seen firsthand, that this person really does not know this person really does not know their own worth. And I feel like that's something that's a personal battle that this person is grappling with or has grappled with. They're trying to build up their self-worth. And I feel like when it comes to that Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups is indicative yet again of fulfillment. And I feel like ultimately what's going on with your person, or what has been happening with your person, is that they have been trying to pull themselves out of this lack of self-worth, lack mindset, and more so negative mindset. They've been trying to pull themselves out of these insecurities and these self-limiting beliefs that they have, and building up their confidence and their self-worth so that they know, or that they can see, that they are worthy of having a fulfilling and happy and healthy love relationship. So I know that this is supposed to be their current thoughts about you and about the connection, but I almost feel like this brought up a lot of what their current thoughts are, like about what it is that they're grappling with, or what it is that they know that they need to grapple with. So what I do want to do is pull another card or two, more so looking for what their feelings are for you. Because like I said, to me right here, this is more so representing what it is that they are currently struggling with, that they're struggling with knowing that they're deserving of this happy, healthy, and fulfilling relationship. But them knowing that, or them beginning to see that, that's not right, or that their way of thinking is not helping the situation, meaning that it's not helping this connection to make positive movement forward, is a good sign. And for many of them, let's say, the first step in making positive movement forward in regard to the connection as a whole. And let's get one or two cards out here just to see how it is that they are feeling romantically. We've got the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is definitely going to bring up attraction toward you. She's generally going to bring up, let's say, physical and sexual attraction, but I would also say that this person is very attracted to you based on, like, the way that you present yourself, your personality, your successfulness, whatever it is that you're successful in. And this person also looks at you, let's say, as somebody with high self-worth. They look at you as somebody who is very confident in themselves. And I feel like that could almost be something, especially based on what's already come out here, that might be something that's a little bit intimidating to them, just based on the fact that, like, they know that they struggle with, or they suffer from, low self-confidence and low self-worth. And they look at you as someone who's incredibly confident in themselves. And I feel like when it comes to this connection, what their romantic feelings are, I would say that they definitely have them with these two queens. The Queen of Wands, I always dub her the sexiest of all the queens. And then we have the Empress here, who is basically the Queen of Queens. And the Empress is going to represent somebody who's very physically attractive. So again, this person is very, very physically and sexually attracted to you. But the Empress also brings up a lot of emotional intimacy things as well, in the sense that, yet again, this person's very attracted to your personality. They also find you to be somebody who's very nurturing, somebody who's who really seems to care about them or care about others, depending on, of course, I would say, on how close you are with this person. And for me, it just seems as though this person is very attracted to you on a physical level. It seems like what they know of your personality and what they've experienced of your personality, they really look at you to be somebody who's very kind, caring, loving, nurturing, and supportive. With the Queen of Wands, that'll bring up that they find you to be somebody who, it's almost like too with the Queen of Wands, she always brings up for me, like, you've got a lot of things going on all at once and you make it seem so effortless. So that's another aspect of you or of your personality that they seem to really admire. You just seem to really have your shit together. Okay, that's something that they also find very attractive about you, let's say. But I would say, based on the Queen of Wands and the Empress, there's definitely romantic feelings, and there's a strong sense of this person especially with the Empress card, there's a strong indication of this person looking at you as marriage material. So this person's, like, let's say, very impressed by you, very enamored by you. There's a lot of qualities that you have that they admire. They're extremely attracted to you. And I feel like that could be something as well. Like I was saying before, it's like you come off as being somebody who's so confident, and you also come off as being somebody who really has their shit together. And when it comes to this person, it's like they struggle to open up. They struggle with their confidence. And they're at times unsure of how worthy they are of a fulfilling, healthy, and happy romantic relationship. And when it comes to you, they're looking at you as this, like, beam of confidence, and they're not sure if they're worth your time, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's a major struggle that this person has. And we start out with mentally tapped, emotionally spent, physically drained, spiritually depleted, ready to make a change. And I do feel like that could perhaps be a somewhat perfect representation of that Two of Swords. You know, that this person is perhaps very ready to make a change when it comes to this connection. You know, and not only that, but I would say on a larger level too, they're looking to make a change based on the way that it is that they've handled this connection in the past, and perhaps even other connections in the past where they have struggled with their confidence. Okay, that they're really looking to try to make some changes here with the way that they are handling this connection. They're very attracted to you. They feel very drawn to you. They feel like there's chemistry. They feel like already that you care about them, or that there's some kind of level or type of care and nurture and support that you've already given them. They feel like you are very worthy, and I feel like even part of that, let's say especially on a subconscious level, could have sort of triggered them into feeling like, well, if I feel like they're so worthy, why don't I feel myself to be worthy? And I do feel like that's something that they're grappling with, that's something that they're trying to work through, etc. But they definitely feel like you are just way too good for them. We have self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So again, and when I get this other group of oracle cards, I definitely want to try to direct the question toward what this person is feeling about you. Because again, we're just getting a strong indication of basically exactly what the tarot card said. Now, I love reiterating messages. And this is supposed to be about their thoughts about you and about the connection. But it definitely seems to me like, okay, again, like this person's very stuck. They are just so done. But I feel like they're just so done with themselves in the way that they always seem to fuck up relationships and connections that they're in. And I feel like with you and with this connection, they are ready to make a change to the way that they have handled things before with others, and perhaps even with you in the past. And now they're really trying to place this focus on themselves and on their own self-worth, so that they can get to this point of knowing that they are worth a happy and healthy relationship. But now, with the other half of the Oracle deck, let's try to get some indications yet again of what this person is thinking about you. I would also reckon to say, though, that based on these first three cards even, that you obviously mean a lot to them if they're trying to rework their mindset into feeling more worthy of a happy and healthy connection. That this connection is definitely a good trigger for them when it came to them beginning to recognize that it's time for them to begin to work on themselves and work on this issue that they were having if they wanted this connection to move forward. We have heart with a key, and again, trying to just focus on their thoughts about you. So welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. So even in that perfect message, I feel like the Queen of Wands, or them looking at you and feeling like you're this Queen of Wands or Empress character, is them literally looking at you again like you are perfect. I'm not sure if there's anywhere. Okay, there we go. We can put it there without the glare. Another thing too, when it comes to meeting the one, the Empress has that message attached to it of marriage material. So they really do look at you as being the one. And I do feel like this connection and you yourself were, let's say, a good trigger for them to recognize that it's time for them to begin to make a change, because they don't want to screw this up when they feel so strongly and such a strong draw toward you. We're getting a lot of repeating messages here. I'm just gonna leave it at that because we can't get off of it. Subconscious mind. Recondition your subconscious mind to change your life. Subliminals. Rewrite belief systems. This is exactly what your person is doing. Okay, this is what your person is doing here. For some reason, this connection. Well, we kind of went over the reasons, but when it comes to this connection, this person is trying to recondition their subconscious mind, okay? I hope that makes sense for you, pile 2, in some way, shape, or form. I think we are just going to leave it at that, because regardless, we keep getting sort of these same messages over and over again. As far as their thoughts about you yourself, they are very, very into you and attracted to you. And as far as everything else, it seems like a struggle that they are really trying to heal from and move forward from. And it seems as though they are making some progress, or they are very ready to make the progress that they need to make. I hope that makes sense, my pile 2s, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile 3, my amethyst pile. Let's take a look at your person's current thoughts about you and about the connection itself. What is on your person's mind when it comes to this connection that you share with them, my pile 3s? Let's get right into it. What are your person's current thoughts? We start out with the Star. The King of Cups, how lovely. And the Four of Wands, how sweet. Okay, pile 1 and 2 kind of threw me through a loop. So I'm happy that we have such a nice little simple positive pile. I intended for these readings to be short and sweet, and I feel like yours will be short and sweet. So the Star is going to represent that this person wants to deepen the level of commitment within this connection. The King of Cups would reiterate that. And then we go to the Four of Wands, which is a card that's representative of a solid, stable foundation for a relationship to be built off of. So whether this is an older connection or a new connection, it's very clear here between these first, or really between the 3 cards that we're pulling today. It's very clear between the 3 cards here that this person has legitimate plans to move the connection forward, which is what we love to see here. When it comes to what this person's current thoughts are, the Star to me is going to bring up hopefulness. The Star for me, it's going to bring up a little bit of idealism in this case. Not a lot, though, because I feel like we have 2 very solid cards here in the King of Cups and the Four of Wands. But that idealism from the Star would indicate to me that this is something, it's almost like, to me, the message here, and it's quite cheesy, but to me, it's like this is what your person's been waiting for in regard to you and in regard to the connection that you share with them. You know, like they feel like you were worth the wait. They feel like this is what they've been waiting for. And the Star does carry with it the message of being the person of someone's dreams. So this person's really looking at you and looking at the connection as it being a connection that is very healthy. It's one that sort of restored their faith or their hope in love, let's say. And this person is really looking forward to continuing on and making positive movement forward within this connection. Okay, the Star to me here is definitely going to highlight that this person's feelings for you have grown and have continued to grow throughout time, that this person's very attracted to you, and they really feel like you've got it all. And again, it seems like to me, this is what this person's been waiting for, and perhaps you feel that way as well in regard to this connection. You know, this is what you've been waiting for. This is the type of relationship that you've been hoping for. And I feel like that's something that is very heavily going on here between the both of you. I might just let him stay for a stay for a second as his hair flies all over the place. Okay, come here. The King of Cups to me is going to represent that this person, again, has very strong romantic feelings for you. The King of Cups is a card that is definitely indicative of all the animal chaos going on at my house right now. And now the dog is scratching at the door. But anyway, so we have the King of Cups representing that this person has very strong feelings for you, that this person is really planning on moving this connection forward and deepening the level of commitment within the connection. He's just gonna join us today. He'll join us. So the King of Cups to me is going to represent that this person is feeling very stuck on you. I'm gonna have to take him out of here, I think, because now he is messing with the camera. But the King of Cups is representing, okay, sorry about that, but the King of Cups is certainly representing that this person wants to deepen the level of commitment here. I feel like when it comes to this King of Cups, it's sort of a two-folded message of this person feeling like they are very supported within this connection, but this person also wanting to give you that same care, love, and support back. So the King of Cups in general, he's representative of emotional balance, or somebody who is very emotionally balanced. For me, it'll bring up things like empathy, compassion, and sympathy. It will also bring up nurture, kindness, care, and love, supportiveness, etc. All of these beautiful, wonderful things represented by that King of Cups and his emotionally balanced nature. And I feel like when it comes to this connection, this person feels like you provide them with that. They feel like they provide you with that. And they feel like this connection is definitely one of the, let's say, deepest connections that they've ever had as far as emotional intimacy and the emotional investment or bond goes. So this person feels very deeply or closely connected with you is basically what I'm trying to get at here with that King of Cups. I feel like too with the King of Cups, this is a very strong indication that this person is actually going to state their feelings, that this person is actually going to make positive movement forward. You know, that this is something that this person wants or sees for the future between the two of you. And then we end with the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is absolutely beautiful to see here because it definitely yet again solidifies or bunkers down the feelings and the emotions that this person is having toward you when it comes to this connection, that this person wants to either continue to build or they want to build the stable foundation of this connection, that this person sees that there is a very long-term future here that potentially exists between the both of you. The Four of Wands to me, it'll bring up, in and of itself, it is sort of a happy family card. So that Four of Wands is going to bring up that this person sees that this connection is one, or they look at you as somebody who could perhaps be marriage material, that they look at you as somebody who they see a lot of potential for. Okay, I had to remove him from the room that I was recording in because he knocked over the camera, so I am not quite sure of where I left off. Because I paused immediately. I try to like film them all in one shot, I guess we could say. So I'm definitely not going to have that on the camera, but I got cut off somewhere with the Four of Wands. And basically with that Four of Wands, this is going to be representing here, like whatever idealism might exist within the star, and that idealism feels more to me like this is the person of my dreams. I've waited so long for this. And even in that sense, that beautiful sense of like this person feeling like you've restored their faith or their hope that love exists or that they can have this happy and fulfilling relationship. But anyway, regardless of that, the Four of Wands is mainly representing, I'm going to have to lint roll this again, but the Four of Wands is representing that this person's feelings for you, let's say, are very solid. Like, for some reason, I keep wanting to say tangible or, you know, like they're real. Their feelings for you are real. What they want to do about this connection and for this connection is very real. And it's more so in that sense of, they really see a future here between the two of you, and they're going to do what it is that they need to do and should do and want to do when it comes to making sure that the two of you do have that future together. So to me, when it comes to this pile 3, there's definitely a strong sense of this person. Yet again, I remember saying this because I said the word actually like 10 times. But like, this person is actually going to do something about this connection. This person is going to move this connection forward. They have that planned in their head already of how they're going to do so if they haven't already done it yet. This person really sees that there is the potential for a long-term future here between the both of you. And they are let's say in a tangible way, in a real life way, going to make their feelings known, or going to ask you out, or are going to ask you to be exclusive, or are going to move this connection forward past even exclusivity. This person really sees that there is a future here between the both of you. So I do hope that makes sense in some way. Pile 3. Let's get a couple of oracle cards out here. And the first card to jump out is invest. So invest is see if they're the one, spend time together, make effort getting to know them, emotional investment. And I feel like that invest card is perhaps for many of us exactly what is going on right now. We're dating this person. We're seeing if they're the one, but I also feel like for the both of you, especially for your person, they feel like you are the one. And I feel like the two of you are building up that emotional investment. The two of you are both making an effort to get to know one another. You're trying to spend as much time together perhaps as you possibly can. This person is already deeply emotionally invested in this connection, and that emotional investment is something that they expect to continue to grow and to flourish throughout time between the two of you. We have the palm tree card jumping out, and this to me really kind of goes in line with what I'm trying to say with that 4 of Wands. We have stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. And it's like this person sees that there is something, or could be something, very stable and secure between the both of you. They feel like this is something that could be permanent, that this is something that can grow and flourish again throughout time. So this person definitely sees, even like in the way that they look at this connection, it's like they just really feel like, and they think that you are their person. They think that the two of you will have the potential to, like last a lifetime with one another. And I feel like when it comes to, maybe what it is that this person's planning on doing next, it's really to further solidify the foundation and make this connection more stable and secure. We have Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming. We also have surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. Maybe that's some aspect of it, but I feel like we are perhaps past that by now when it comes with this person or this connection. I like that message of have faith and love is coming, especially the have faith, because I feel like that's one of the strongest messages that's coming from the star. That in some way, shape, or form, for your person, and perhaps even maybe a little bit of you, this connection that the two of you are building with one another is really something that has renewed your faith or your hope in love in some way. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And I do feel like for many of us, this could be a newer connection. This could be, again, somebody that we're maybe just getting to know and we're just spending time with them right now. And it's almost like that message of love is coming could be very important here when it comes to this connection, because again, it's like this is something that's restoring our faith or our hope that love exists, and it's this love and this connection and this relationship, let's say, that we're building with this person. Maybe perhaps even for some of us, but I would say this would be like a smaller crew of people. Maybe this is somebody that we've been like really hoping for something to happen with. And this surprise invitation or meeting of the Cupid's arrow card is even more meaningful to you. You know, if this is somebody that we've, you know, had romantic interest in, that could also be a very special and meaningful message if that's the case. And let's get one last card. We also have now here bold move, an invitation, being proactive, taking steps, making things happen, a gift for someone or yourself. I feel like with that bold move, that brings me back to kind of what I was just saying when I wanted to focus on that surprise invitation or meeting that Cupid's arrow card brings up. Again, maybe for some of us, this is somebody who we are romantically interested in. Maybe we've been spending more time with them as far as like our friendship or our colleague relationship is with them. And it could be a very important and meaningful next step in our connection that this person is asking us out. But I love the being proactive, taking steps, making things happen. Again, to me, for some reason, I keep wanting to say tangible. Like I said it before too. It's like this person is actually being proactive when it comes to the connection that the two of you share. This person's giving you their time, effort, and energy. This person's wanting to spend time with you and making plans to spend time with you. This person's putting in their time, effort, and energy. This person is showing you, most of what I like too with that King of Cups in the center there, it's like this person is showing you who they are and what they are about. This person is showing you, you know, true insight into themselves, who they are as a person, how they are as a person, really trying to build up the emotional investment and emotional intimacy within this connection. And I feel like that's another thing. That's another way in which this person is being proactive with you, is they're showing you their cards. You know, they are showing you their cards here. They're being very open and very honest with you, which is such a beautiful and lovely thing to see here. And I do believe that that is where we will end this pile 3. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I really hope that this resonated with you, because it was such a lovely little spread that we did. Thank you so much for joining me here, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day.